Hello, hello, crafty friends. Welcome back to Crafty Diva USA. Stacy here, and tonight I'm going to show you how to turn almost any handmade card into a gift card holder. So I am playing with, again, my festive friends, and you know what? I'm just continuing on my Christmas in July series because I need to get all my gift cards made, all my cards made. So you're going to start to see more of my creative sessions around the holiday. But don't worry, this card technique could work for birthdays, Christmas, graduations, baby showers, anything you give a gift card to. So I'm playing with my stuff from my stash. So this was one of my favorite bundles from last Christmas, Festive Friends. You may have it. I'm also taking some sentiments, which you may have as well. I just used Send a Little Cheer from a little cheer. Holly Jolly, I use the Merry Christmas. And then Greetings of the Season, I use the For You stamp. And then, of course, I have my stylish shapes. A project of mine is not complete unless I'm using the stylish shapes. So look at this, right? Gift cards are so popular to give, but the cards don't have to be boring. So I'm going to show you how to take any card you create and have this fun pop out, some panels that you can create, and then here's your gift card. So I like to use my a key card from a hotel, but it's the same card as a gift card, so you can put it right there. You can even fold like a fold a billfold right there. And one thing I like to do with my gift cards is I put a gem on there, a nice sized gem, if you can see, so the recipient has something to grab and pull out. So this is the magic of this card, but I'm just going to show you how to put together a simple card, and if you have this set, you may want to recreate it yourself. So I've gone ahead and done all of my stamping and coloring because we'd be here all night with this. So I'm going to give you all the dimensions if you wanted to recreate a card like this. So first, let's go over all the bits and pieces and then we'll put it together. So I'm just using a regular A2 size card base, just in white. I didn't need two of them. Okay, so you're going to need a piece of DSP, which is going to cover your entire card base. This is 5.5 by 4.25. Then you're going to need a piece of coordinating cardstock. This is cut at 4 by 5.25. Then you're going to need that white panel for the middle, and that is cut at 3 by 5.25. And then I'm using two glitter strips. These are each cut at 1/4 inch by 5.25. So you need two of those, or you can use foil paper or any other decorative paper. I'm just choosing to use glitter cardstock. Then you're going to need three panels that coordinate with your DSP on the front. So three of those, and these are each cut at 2.25 by 4. And then you're going to need three panels to decorate. And I already went ahead and decorated my panels, but these are cut at 2 by 3.75. So you can decorate these however you choose. So for the bundle, I'm using the Festive Friends. I did cut out and color a Santa. Okay, he's going to go on the front. I did cut out one of the trees and then two of these trees. And then I cut out two of these. They're like stars or sparkles. But what I did was this is coordinates with this pack. And these are cut at 1 inch by 7/8 inch. And then I just adhered one of those stars and they look like gift packages to me. So that's kind of the look I was going for. And then of course my stylish shapes, I cut out the second and third largest, one in glitter and just one in white, just for my inside there. So now, if you do not want to color one of your panels and you'd like to write on it, you can simply do that. But these are probably going to go to my nieces and nephews. They don't care what I write on it. They just like the fun cards and they care what's popped in the pocket there. So I think this is really cool for them. So now I'll have two of them. All right. So go ahead, do all of your stamping, all of your coloring on your panels, and then we're just going to get some of the easy stuff out of the way. All we're going to do is adhere these panels to our decorative DSP, whatever you want to call them. Just adhere them together. This is such a fun set. I don't know uh, how I'm ever going to put this in my sale stash because I love it. I used it a lot last year. I'm using it a lot this year, but there is some new sets that I just received that are going to be coming out in September that are character driven, and I'll be using that for a lot more of my card making this year, and then I'll probably use that next year. Okay, so you want to adhere your panels and you can keep them to the side. All of these little elements are just going to get taped down, except this one gift bag, I'm going to put a piece of foam on. So I'll just get that out of the way. My Santa, I'm going to need some foam on, so let's do that. And then we're going to decorate the front of the card, and then I'll show you that inside piece. I'm saving the best for last. Now, sometimes to stick with glitter, it's hard just using adhesive. So I'm just going to use liquid glue, the green glue, and some of you may have art glitter glue. It tends to work better and adhere to glitter. So you just want to adhere these two down. Just going to rub that a little just to get a good bond, and then I'll set that off to the side. Okay, so now we're going to want to do some stamping. So let me get a piece of scrap, and we're going to make the front of this card. Because you may have this set and you want to recreate this. I think it's adorable. Okay, so I am going to first, I told you I used Jolly Holly for my Merry Christmas. So what I did was if you have sentiment stamps, what I do is I lay them out how I want them, right? I'm thinking, I want this just down just a little bit. So you get it into a good position, right? And then you just put your block and pick them up. Okay, so I'm going to do Merry Christmas in real red. I also love the font of this Merry Christmas. Okay, so I want it right about there. Perfect. Okay, next I'm going to come in with Pool Party, and I have that sparkle stamp, and let me just show you the card. I'm just going to stamp, let's see if you can see it. Yeah, see, it's light. I have the snowflakes all around, and then the ones that you can see, I actually have a little gem in the middle there. So we'll do that last. So I first did my sentiment because then I want to put this around my sentiment. So we're going to do one at the corner. Let me zoom in just a little bit because the pool party is quite light. Just like that. Then I'm going to go sideways at the top. Okay, now I'm going to start to go around my sentiment. And a lot of this is going to be covered up by the Santa and the trees, but that's okay. Any one that's sticking out from those die cuts, then you see like little snowflakes. So I think it's cool. Okay, put one in the middle here. And then another one on the end. Okay, I think that just about does it. So that's what I did for my front of the cards. Now I'm going to bring in my card, just show you how easy this is to layer together. And then we'll do that inside. And I'll show you how fast this is. So you can design any cards you want. Now we're just going to cover that entire piece. So I am just going to put some adhesive on the back. And I didn't make a tutorial for this because it's so easy, right? I gave you all the cuts in the beginning that you need. All right, we're going to line this up. Perfect. Okay. Now, just like that, right? It looks like a candy cane. I love it. Make sure I'm using the right. This is the back side. I feel like a raised edge from my paper trimmer, and that I consider my back side. Okay, so just a little bit poking out. Cute. Okay, so this is how wide was this? This was 4 inches, and this is 3 inches. So we need about a half an inch on each side. You know, you can take a ruler, or if you have a Versamat or something next to you, just to make sure you have this lined up properly, because my real red is 4 inches, right? And I want to, oh, I actually did that pretty perfect with my eye. So I'm going to put, just going to try to lay one of these down as a guide. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I have equal distance on each side. And I have Versamats I can absolutely bring in, but I just feel it's easier with this. So now I'm just going to line my ruler back up. I know my half mark, right? So just a little trick for you. That's about the half-inch mark, right about there. Perfect. Okay. Now I need to go over a little more. Sorry. Let me just move this over a little more. I don't like the way that looked. To me, it by the ruler, it looked like it was the half an inch, but I don't know. It didn't seem that way. So I'm going to eyeball it. It's what I think. I think that, I think that looks about right. I think I have about a half an inch on each side. I think I did it better than the ruler. Okay, now I'm going to bring my craft mat in, my silicone craft mat, and I'm going to just put these strips. Put that right alongside, just like that. Stick with me, we're almost done, and I will show you that money piece that makes that gift card holder on the inside. This card really just is about showcasing your dies and some stamping. Okay, now we are going to, let's do our inside and then we'll decorate the front. Okay. So now you are going to bring in a coordinating piece. So I'm using real red, and this is cut at 4.5 by 11. Okay. So 4.5, let me make sure I have this right. Yep. 4.5 by 11. All right. We're just going to make a few score lines here. So let me just move everything out of the way. We are going to score at 2 3/4. It'd be helpful if I was in frame. Okay. Remember, we have two blades. We have a scoring blade is the light and the cutting blade is the dark. So we just need the scoring. So 2 3/4, 5.5, and 8 1/4. Okay, then you're going to take your 8 1/4. That was our 8 1/4 score mark, and we are just going to trim from the corner down. Okay, so I'm going to put that in my trimmer. I have the corner right in my rail right there, and I'm going to bring this down, eyeball however much you want. I think that's about good right there. Let me bring my paper trimmer up. Okay, so I'm going to trim from the 8 1/4 score mark straight down. Okay, just like that. Super easy. This is garbage. All right, that is all of the scoring that we need to do. So now, what you're going to do now is you are going to, the way you're going to fold this is you're going to fold over that way, in that way, in that way. Okay? So you have mountain, valley, however you want to call it. What I'm going to do is I am just going to burnish my ends here. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm using tear and tape, which I have to get some more of this. This is 1/2 inch tear and tape. And I am going to put tear and tape on this side, but then I'm going to use 1/8 inch tear and tape or whatever you like to use to do gift card pockets. And I'm just going to do on the 3 edges there. So first let's do this side. So what I'm going to do is flap this side over because we want tear and tape on that side. That's what's going to hold on the inside of our card. Okay. So piece here and a piece here. Let me cut that little snippy off. I'll just put that in the middle, not to waste it. Okay, so tear and tape there. Then you're going to over here use that 1/8 inch tear and tape. All right. I love tear and tape because I like to take a big amount and just tear it off and use it in my hand and not have to have the roll. So I am just going super close to the edge there. So down the one edge there, same deal here. Then what I like to do is I like to take my gift card. Let me show you. Kind of lay it to make sure, right? Like I'm good there, but I don't want it so that it can go all the way down. So I think I'm going to go right about here and I'm just going to put my tape right there. Okay, so that my card doesn't go below that line. Hope that makes sense. All right. Now what we're going to do is you can put your panels on. So if you want to get your panels together, I'm going to put my snowman. We'll put the red one here and like that. So line up your panels and attach them. I told you this was such an easy card, and I love to give gift cards over the holidays, especially my family lives in another state, so I have to mail everything. And for the little ones, they're little, but they're older now, right? Like preteen and teen, they just like money or gift cards. So I like to make some fun gift cards for them. Okay, so you just put these here. Then for you is going to go right there. So if you wanted to attach that now, you can as well. Just like that. Okay, so that's your inside panel. So any card, any card, all you need to do is make one of these panels and put it on the inside, and it just makes your card become a gift card holder. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we are going to bring in our card base, and what we're going to do is you want to leave just a little bit of room at the bottom. You don't want to put it flush to the bottom. That looks silly. Leaving that little bit of color, kind of putting this like that is good. And your gift card's not going to extend over your card base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel off my tear and tape. And you just want to make sure you line it up and you don't go past the card base right there. So how I do it is I am just going to turn my card on the side, and I keep my finger here as a guide so it doesn't go past it. And once I think I'm good, I just push down and then close my card. Okay. Same thing here, but you're going to want, you want to make sure that it sits on that, not here. You want to make sure it gets to the end of your card right there. So same deal. Now you could simply keep it like this and just close it down like that. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. Or line it up, whatever way works for you, whichever way you feel more comfortable. I don't know which way I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to line it up so that I make sure it all is in line. So if you want to line it up, get it in place. I'm using my nail as a guide, or you can use your finger. Well, don't stick, don't stick. Hold on, I gotta make this closer to me. Perfect. Okay. Hold on. I gotta do this over. I'm sorry. I gotta do this over. I gotta do it over. I don't like the way it's sitting. Okay. Ah, sorry. I'm a perfectionist. This is all going to be covered up. Don't worry about that. But I got to put some more. I need some more tear and tape. I need it to sit flush and proper. And I know you all can feel my pain. So we want it to be perfect, right? This is totally okay. This is, what do they say? Live television. Okay. We're going to do this again, Stacy. Try this again. All right. Maybe lining it up isn't the best thing to do. Maybe the easiest thing to do is to just close your card base. Yeah, probably that's the easiest thing to do. There you go, ta-da. You don't even see anything under there. Okay, how fun is that? So don't line it up like I was trying to do. Just close your card base. It's totally fine. All right, now we're going to move on to the front just to finish this front off. And look, so let me show you the card. Just slips right in. Love it. Okay, so now I am going to take this tree. Now it's just decorating your front. So really, you don't need to stick with me anymore if you don't want to, because we did the main thing. But if you have this set and you just want to see how cute it is to put together, stick with me. Okay, so now I'm just going to put this tree right about there. Okay, and I'm going to take one of these and just put it a little lower or a little higher. We'll go a little higher. And then I'm going to take that other tree and just put it, same thing, a little higher on this side. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to take one of the presents and put that flat. Let's line up Santa. Okay, looks cool. We're going to put a present like right under that tree for placement. My nails just get in the way. Maybe right about there. It's okay if it overlaps your glitter. And then Santa is going to go right about there in the middle. Cool. And this, I'm going to put, now we have some foam here and kind of put it like he's holding the present right there. So think about that. You can make, if you have this set or another little star type of die, like I said, these are just 1 inch by 7/8. How stinking cute is that? Now I have some, what are these called? Basic rhinestones. Yes, basic rhinestone basic jewels. And I'm going to take 2 large ones and put them in the middle of the star for the presents. And then inside, so some of these sparkles, if you can see on the inside, I got one, two, can get three. So we'll get three gems. Oh, look, we can maybe get one at the bottom, but that might interfere with the present. So we're just going to do three of the little gems inside this snowflake. So that, I mean, what's right there. So I hope you enjoyed this card. You give it a try. If you're part of my private group on Facebook, please come hang out with us over there and share your inspiration. We have a lot of ladies who love to share their projects. I do creative challenges monthly. You have an opportunity to win Stampin' Up! Happy Mail. So cool. Now, lastly, if you just wanted to use like your shimmer brush or your Wink of Stella, I think I have a shimmer brush here. Yep, this is a clear one. So it's hard to see in the camera, but I did put it on the elf's hat and his band there on his um, jacket. But like on Santa's hat here, maybe you want to do his little pom pom, and then on his hat trim, maybe his mustache, just to put a little bit of glitter. So cute. All right. Oh, and if you've been sticking with me, you know I've been using my Take a Bow or Take a Bow 6x6 DSP. This card, look where I'm at. I think I could throw it away now. I think I've used the entire thing. I do have some strips left, so maybe I'll try to figure out something with this, but I've been trying to get through this, so I was able to use the rest of it for my whole Christmas in July series, which you can go back on my YouTube channel and find all of those videos. So, yeah. Thanks for sticking with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget, you can make any card a gift card holder, any card. All you need is this one piece. Again, this is 4.5 by 11, scored at 2 3/4, 5.5, and 8 1/4. Make that little angle for your gift card or your billfold, and you have an all-in-one gift. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I usually do a Tuesday creative session, and then every Friday I drop a new card for my monthly card class using a bundle to give you lots of inspiration. So make sure you hang out here with me on YouTube and you will have lots of inspiration. But don't forget, come visit us over on Facebook and join my private group where you could share your inspiration and just be part of a crafty community. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and have a restful night, a great rest of your week. I don't know, any of the things that make you happy. Crafting makes me happy. So take care now.